Okay, guys, I'm gonna be doing another versus video. I haven't done a lot of versus videos, but maybe, because I have a lot of free time, so maybe in my free time I can go back to doing a lot of versus videos. But today we will be talking about Star Wars, the original trilogy, versus the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Right off the bat, I love both. I think, obviously, the Lord of the Rings, just fantastic. Fantastic characters, fantastic mythology, wars, characters, triumphs, sacrifices, but all of the same thing applies to Star Wars. Great moments, great characters, great wars, great battles, great characters, great triumphs, great sacrifices. I mean, these two trilogies combined have some of my favorite moments of cinematic history. But which one's better? Or not better, but which one do I like? They all have their fans. But I think this for me is very clear. It's Star Wars, the original trilogy. I feel like a lot of the reason why I say that isn't because necessarily I love it more in every single way, because they're very close to me as far as, I think Lord of the Rings fresh off my brain, so the excitement is so fresh. But then just as I would think, maybe I think that's my favorite trilogy, then comes pulling in and saying, here's Star Wars coming in, and you realize, but then you think of Star Wars, and you think of all the magic, and you think of Luke, and you think of Leia and Han Solo, and then, no, I am your father. But then you think of precious, or you shall not pass. And you just realize, I am debating which one's better of two of the greatest trilogies, greatest stories ever told. But I gotta give it to Star Wars. I have to give it to Star Wars, because I just think it just paved the way, maybe not necessarily for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, because I obviously came from the book Lord of the Rings, but for so many other things. Parody count this sometimes, but more importantly, it's just the classic story of good versus evil, twisted in such a meticulous and unique way, where you get everything you want from a space opera: love, tragedy, suspense, shock, surprise, sadness, excitement, fear, joy. And it's just one of those things for me, growing up with Star Wars, and just especially the original trilogy. I'm talking the original trilogy. I didn't grow up with the original trilogy, but growing up watching the original trilogy, and looking at Han, and I wanted to be Han Solo. And it's one of those things that I think maybe in a bunch of years I would look back on the Lord of the Rings and realize maybe I like it more. But that's just not the case. And honestly, I don't think it ever will. Because Star Wars, to me, is the epitome of great Star Wars storytelling. Because they have so much mythology in Star Wars. And it's funny, because as I say that, I'm but realize that applies to the Lord of the Rings too. But I think the mythology, they handle it a lot better in this Star Wars trilogy, where they don't tell you everything all at once like they do in the Lord of the Rings films. They give you a little bit there and then, because the goal is you kind of learn as Luke learns, and experience the film, and experience the different planets. And I think also the original trilogy, for me, has a more satisfying conclusion as well. I don't think it needed that's the thing. It's Lord of the Rings had 30 different conclusions, but here just sweet and simple and to the point. And just Star Wars to me, Star Wars original trilogy, just has it all. And I think you can find so many different things from this film. And I love to watch this film, these films so many different times because I want to find different things from each viewing. Maybe one time I want to watch it because I like the location, or I want to watch it because I like the characters, or I want to watch it because I love this different battles. Whatever it is, I just love it. I just love it time and time again. And the groundbreakingness of Star Wars. I mean, I could talk about why I love Star Wars this whole time. And I think we talk so much about the groundbreaking moments in Star Wars, but the Lord of the Rings has a lot of groundbreaking moments with special effects too. But at the same coin, some special effects are a little bit spotty. But overall, two of the greatest trilogies of all time. But I have to give the edge to Star Wars for now. Great. Still, you know what I'm just going to say. Lord of the Rings has some of the greatest films. Whether you're talking about Fellowship of the Rings, Two Towers, or obviously The Return of the King. Stay tuned for more videos coming right at you.